Hello and welcome to Functional Skills English. So the aim of this session is just to give you a quick overview of what Functional Skills Level 2 English looks like, the three components. You may already have part of it or some of it, so just have a look at that stacker profile. And just to give you an overview of the kind of things you're going to be doing on a week-by-week basis. So I'm going to share my screen, bear with me. Okay, so when you log in, you should have your screen like this in front of you. And first of all, we've got our welcome bar. So in our welcome bar, what you're going to find there, if you click on there, is it will bring up the scheme of work. Now, what a scheme of work is, it just outlines what's going to happen in each session. So you can see here the purpose of the scheme of work is to give you an outline of the qualification or the curriculum. We're going to look at the functional skills in English. Again, think about the level that you should be able to speak, listen and communicate, read and write clearly, accurately, confidently and effectively. So as we go through this, you'll see session 1, it's to identify relevant information, and that meets learn outcome 2.1 in speaking, listening and communicating. And in that session, you are going to learn to identify the main points from verbal dialogue, e.g. presentations and explanations. So there's some irony, because it's exactly what we're doing now. So if you can understand me, you can follow this, you've got nothing to worry about. So you can see here, speaking and listening has 10 sessions. Then we go into reading. Reading has about, about 9 sessions. And then we have spelling, punctuation and grammar. And again, there it's about the same, 8 or 9 sessions. So it gives you a really good overview of what's happening. The next link takes you to the awarding organisation's website. So the awarding organisation is NCFE. And you can see here, it's a level 2 qualification. And really, this is for us as training providers, it's who regulates us. It's where we get all our information from. So this gives you the qualification details. It has a look at the support material for the main qualifications, etc., the guidance, the delivery. It has a look at the assessment material, past papers, samples, which we've already embedded into our teaching learning. The teaching materials you can see here, you will have noticed that scheme of work. It's because it's NCFE caches. And you will notice that we're using NCFE resources, so we've purchased those to make it easier for you to complete your qualification. And again, the unit breakdown is in 3 parts: speaking, listening, communicating, reading and writing. Wonderful. So as we go through, there's a document here for the glossary. So it just gives you an idea of what it means. So the verbs, so what it means by each thing. So when you read it, you know, if you've never read that before, it helps you understand what it means by that. So that's a useful glossary. Now, the checklists are skill scans or self-assessment tools. They're designed for you to download so you can print these out. And what we want to know is, can you already identify relevant information from extended explanations or presentations? Never, really, often, always. And here you can see you've got points, so you've got to use a bit of application and number. So 1, if always, 2, often, 3, rarely, 4, never. Pop the score in there and then add that up. And then what we want to see is at the beginning of the score and at the end. And then hopefully we will see that that's narrowed. So that was speaking, listening. This one's for writing. And the next one will be for reading. So relatively straightforward. There we go. Bear with me. It will load, I promise you. My computer's going slow. You then have your induction. So that's what this one is. I've replaced it. So you'll see that in the beforehand I was in my nursery blue. Now I'm in my grey. And that's because I've done a complete overhaul of the qualifications. Beforehand, we had the two together. We've now split them up because there was a bit of confusion about people going, oh, I don't need to do this. I've already got that part, but they haven't got the other part. So we've split Maths and English up. And equally, we've added a lot more information. So there's a lot more to each lesson, and each lesson is broken down in exactly the same way. So for your reading, writing, and speaking listen, we have purchased these books. And these manuals, or these books, are designed to help you through your teaching learning. So they are designed to support you and get you ready for the end exam. So again, please feel free to download these or save these to the computer. They're for you to work through. So if you have a look at these, they're relatively straightforward. You have an activity, you do the activity, and then there is the answer afterwards. So compare information ideas. And I think on this one, the answers are towards the back of the book. So it is designed, there you go, so there's the activities and answers. It is designed for it to be independently used. You've got adult learners. We're not here to trip you up or make things more difficult for you. So the answers are there. Obviously, don't go straight to them. Have a look. Make sure you know what you're doing, because the only person you're cheating is yourself. And then we have speaking and listening communication. That's our first module. So the first module, we go through the session. So here we're looking at identifying relevant extended information presentations. Then we've got following the narrative and argument, responding effectively, make and read questions, communication information, express opinions, use language, make relevant and constructive contributions, adapt contributions, and interject or redirect. And then here in session 10B, I've given you a podcast. So it's just about the speaking listen assessments. I've talked about the speaking listen assessment overview. So this is what's going to happen in your assessment. I've given you a link to an example presentation. It's not exactly the same. It was the previous version. However, it gives you an idea of the structure and the pace and all of this sort, with some different speaking listen assessments there, presentations. Oh no, actually I lied. That one is a summary page on how to do a presentation. Oh, excuse me. And then finally, you've got your mock speaking listening exam. So this is exactly what the assessment will look like. Lovely. So hopefully that all makes sense. So each week, I'm going to be adding in the videos. The videos will then appear up here at the end of each session. So this is designed for you to go through at your own pace. And then again, with your tutor or with somebody else, you can have additional support to go through things and attend live classes as well. So that's your activities there. We'll then go into reading. So again, you've got your activity workbook at the top, you've got your session plan, you've got your PowerPoint. So again, if you want to view the PowerPoint for the session, all of those have PowerPoints. We'll wait for this to come up. Hopefully it will. I mean, it will. It's just my internet's gone a little bit slow for some reason. If not, you can always download it. So you can see there that I've downloaded that twice. I think I've worn my computer out today. So here, if we open that up, there we go. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to have two open up because I was so impatient, which is a story of my life. There we go. So you can see there, you've got the PowerPoint presentation. Now that's what we'll be using in the live session. So it's all there for you to revise and go through at your own pace. So you've got copies of all of the teaching and learning material. So there we go. My cursor does not want to play. So you've got the ends and objectives. You've got watch this video. So the videos for this finding information is in the session. So video 1. So video 1, finding information. Let's go back down to it. So there it is, video 1, finding information. So that's there. So you just click on that. That will bring it up. And again, you can just watch that. Okay, lovely. So again, designed for you to go through at your own pace, watch the live sessions, participate in each of the activities and tasks because they're there to reinforce the learning. Again, we've given you the question document pad here. So you've got some questions to think about and to answer. So after you've done the session, here you go, finding information activity 1. And this is exactly how the exam is. So this is a really useful skill. So to go through that and here, you know, what is the gist of this text, da, 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 da. And what you will find on the next page is the answers. So again, don't cheat because you already cheated yourself. Follow through, have a look, and then mark yourself to see how you're going. There you go. See? So that's designed for you to go all the way through those sessions, which is quite a lot. And like I said, each week I'm going to be uploading the recordings from the classrooms. So you'll have it verbally, you've got it in a written context as well. Lots of resources there to help you through. And as you go right down to the bottom, then finally we have some additional things for you to have a look at. So the first thing is the practice exam, which you can't see. So why can't you see the practice exam? Let me just go down. I don't think I've probably put the practice exams live. We can't talk about it if you can't see it. There we go, I didn't tick it. So let's publish that. Let's publish that. So here you can see you've got your consolidation and your knowledge checks. So at the end of the session, you've got your knowledge checks. So again, this is you summarizing your knowledge just to make sure you're ready for those exams. So that's there. Again, you can download these, use them as you want. And then once you've been through your knowledge check, you can go back to your skill scan at the beginning, just to make sure that you're now happy with everything, ready for the assessment. And then you've got a practice exam. So you've got the practice exam and the moderated version of it. So you've got the practice and the answers. So again, do the practice exam, check your answers, and then once you've done that, you're then ready for your online assessment. So the online assessment then, if you click here, this just gives you some information about the online assessment and the exam rules. So just making sure you're all ready. And there's a link here. That's the link you're going to need to start your exam. You can't start the exam until it's been booked. So the next step is you need to book your exam. So this is your booking form. Pop your name in there, your email, because we have to use your email when we register you because it forwards you some information, your phone number, the date that you'd like to do your reading, the time, your writing, the time, and then maths and the time. And again, only if it's applicable. Please let us know if you need reasonable adjustments and then just submit that form. So reasonable adjustments were explained at the very beginning of the induction. There's lots of reasons why you might need a reasonable adjustment, and things may have changed from the beginning. For example, reasonable adjustments cover temporary illness, unexpected circumstances as well, and stuff like that. So hopefully this will make it a lot easier for you. It's nice and structured. It's in line with the qualification syllabus. And when you get to the very end, it's all done. Please complete the evaluation form. So that's a helicopter tour of the syllabus. What I'm going to do now is just run through how to use Canvas. So if you already know, you can end this video now. If you're only just doing functional skills, carry on watching because you'll need to know how to use Canvas. So this is your home page. This will take you back to all the modules. This is the announcement here. It'll appear in tasks. I will do an announcement every other week, weekly, just to let you know what's going on. Assignments, we will start to introduce those at the end of each module just to make sure you are learning. Discussions, once we start the ball rolling, there'll be discussions there. You'll see your grades, but only once we've done the assessments. People who's in your group, files, which is all the paperwork. So if you want to do the file straight away, you can. The syllabus, so if you want to have a look at the whole syllabus, that will be there, and that comes off the assessments once the assessments are ready, but the syllabus is all the grade bars anyway. And then on the left-hand side, this is your account. You can change your profile up there. This is your dashboard. It takes you to all of the modules that you're doing. All of the courses that you're doing are listed here. Calendar, it's a calendar, right? Anything that we've got coming up will be in there. If you need to email, you've got the inbox there, and then you've got the history and stuff there. Now, what's also important for you to realize is the fact that on our side, we can then log in and we will know how long you've been online for, what pages you've been on, how long you've been on those pages for. So please make sure you are not skipping parts. Please make sure that you are watching things in their entirety, because if you do not receive the guide to learn out of times, it's going to be problematic. So please do double check that. So that's everything for now. So I wish you the best of luck. And then what we're going to do in the next couple of weeks, you will start to see lots of videos appearing, just covering each of those sessions. So we've got 30 sessions in English and 30 sessions in maths. I'm going to try and do 2 sessions at a time. So that's then 15 weeks of learning. It's roughly 3-4 months worth of learning there for you. So do keep up with the program, because obviously if you start to fall behind, it becomes problematic. However, if you've done your initial assessment and if you've done your diagnostics and there's parts of the syllabus that you already know and can already do, I don't mind you skipping through it, but only if you are confident in the skill scan that you can do it. And I would say the new functional skills reforms are a lot more trickier than their predecessors. So they are a bit more difficult. So make decisions if you think it's really worth it. Give yourself the opportunity to learn this and learn this well. And then you should pass without any problems. But anyway, I'll see you in class. Good luck. And as I said, if you need us for anything, please reach out to me. Bye for now.